All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Immortalized in Stone, featuring some of your favorite hosts. But we have a special for you today. We're being joined by Richard, and he's going to tell us about some cool stuff he's working on with the Collectorverse.
Evening,
Evening.
everyone.
How's it
What's up,
going?
man? How are you doing, man?
Very tired. It's 2:20 in the morning here, so
Wow.
yeah. Oh well, things you gotta do. Things you gotta do.
Yeah.
Got to do to make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're here. I'm honored, actually.
Well, to be fair, you've been stalking me online for like weeks, Carlito. So I'm just it's nice to meet you, Simon.
Finally made it. I got something to tell you. Can you read that?
Oh, God. He's starting already.
Starting already.
I'm not.
It down.
I'm sorry. I'm not that hungry. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Kidding. All right.
Am I supposed
So
to
I
tell
don't
you
know.
stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to start with your stuff.
Yeah.
it's up to you.
It kind of felt right to sort of announce this for the first time on the. I know we put a press release out today, but to physically announce this, there's going to be an awards event at the end of the year, and I know you're thinking, oh well, another awards event, best statue, but this is more about the community and collectors. So you'll get stuff like best statue review video and stuff like that. I don't want to go into too much thing because obviously we've got a release schedule for information. At the end of the year, we're going to have nominations stage, which is going to be open to Collectorverse members, and they're going to be nominating anyone within the categories within the collecting community. Once we get the top 8 from the nominations, they will go up for public vote on the website of the awards on the 1st of November to the 1st of December, and the public can vote, and then the top 4 get put through to the actual awards show. So basically that's how it will work. We've got quite a few giveaways for people. I can't go into details of them because we're just finalizing them for the people who vote, just for voting. So I'm looking forward to that. The main reason I'm on this show to talk about it is we've been working hard on this with Lou and other people. We've got a special recognition award, which we're going to be giving out. It's for a very special meaning, which I will go into later on in the month. And it's going to be named after a person that's quite dear to everybody on this show, and it's going to be the Victor Rosario Special Recognition.
That's awesome.
Award, because this, I know the anniversary is coming up, and I know I used to watch quite a lot of his videos and how much it means to quite a lot of people. And when we were coming up with this award and what it means, like Vic would win this hands down pretty much most years. You know what I mean? This is an award that kind of summed up the man and his character and who he is. So, but we're not presumptuous. We don't want to just. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to mute it for a second.
We don't want to basically name an award after someone without getting permission. So I spoke to Lou, I spoke to his son, and managed to get in touch with his wife, and we got her blessing to actually name it after him. We're hoping they're going to be part of the event as well. So there's going to be quite a few surprises on that front. And we're going to be working with the family to make sure that we do his legacy justice. And if this continues every year, we get to remember the man, we get to introduce new people to his channel, and we get to actually celebrate his life. So that's the sort of the main purpose of it. And I'm really working hard on this one award especially. We do actually have awards. I sent the award off to China this morning to get produced. I paid for everything with me and the boys ourselves. It's like costs like £400 for these awards. And we've got a special one for the Vic Award. So you will be getting, if you it was made by a professional company. So I'm quite excited about that. I don't know if that's ever been done before, but we wanted to really go all out and really push the boat out and do this properly. So yeah, there's more. The TV show on the 23rd, we're going to be announcing a lot of things. The sponsor of the event, we're going to be announcing who's going to be doing it with us, and loads of goodies about the giveaways. So make sure you tune in for that.
Excellent.
And I can attest, they look sharp. They're really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad I get to come on this show though with you guys and to say it first, because I know how much Vic meant to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And with, like I said, with the anniversary coming up, it just felt right.
Mm-hmm.
On the 21st, which is the anniversary.
Yeah, no, October 21st.
So yeah, that's it.
What a great idea. That's an awesome, an awesome thing.
Yeah, when he presented it to me, I was like, hell yeah, I'm fine with that. That's an excellent honor. And as soon as I presented it to Marley, she agreed. She thought it was amazing.
It was weird because I went to Lou and I went to his son at the same time because obviously I didn't know who would get back to me and everything, and they both got back at pretty much the same time. I'm like, yeah, Marley's in for it. She wanted a few details about the awards, obviously because it's her husband and everything. So I spoke to her a bit about what the actual award means and what we're gonna do basically for Vic. So I'm really excited for everybody to see what we're actually going to hope that everyone's really proud of it and we do well.
So how did that?
Definitely, thank you for doing that.
That's awesome.
I think he'd be honored when he's looking down too.
Well, his channel's still up, and you know what? It'd be nice to basically introduce new people to his videos every year because those videos are still relevant. You know what I mean? It's like
that's why when I spoke to Marty, we both said that it would definitely be the right thing to leave his stuff up.
Yeah, well, the good videos, and you know what? He was a big part of this community. And if we didn't get a blessing, I would have been really gutted, but we wouldn't have named it after anyone else, to be honest. We didn't have a backup. We didn't have anything else. It would have just been a special recognition award. There wouldn't have been named. There's only one person it would have been named after, and it's him. So yeah. No, I know it's a somber thing to start it off with.
Well, no, it's actually very nice. Most people that watch this show know what happened. So
yeah, respect, man. That's what's up, man. It's good to see stuff like that happen in the community.
Exactly, especially with all the division.
Right?
Something that could bring
back up. Yeah, come on,
people back together. I think that's always a plus.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, there's so many content creators, and we've like the Collectorverse, we highlighting them. We thought there isn't an award show. There's so much effort gets put in. I know personally how much effort people put in, and there isn't an award for them. You know what I mean? There isn't an award to say, oh, well, you did a good. This is the best review video. This is the best channel. So I'm hoping that this will inspire them to make more content. Really.
Definitely.
Cool.
And maybe it'll inspire some of those guys that are on the fence with, do I start making videos, don't I? Maybe they'll decide, hey, let's give it a shot.
Well, that only depends if they're good looking, because there's so many ugly mothers out there on YouTube at this moment. Did I curse? Did I get crazy? No, I didn't. Yes.
No, not too bad.
I want some handsome, beautiful people to review the statues. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, last a little long. You know, don't come on for 5 weeks and then disappear.
It's a lot of work.
I'm right here, Carlos.
No,
you all know how much effort it takes, though. I mean, our chat takes me 2 days to edit every week. And I don't mean two.
You know how many?
Oh yeah, no.
You know how many times me and Vic discussed cutting it down to one because it was so much work.
Not even that. It takes a lot for people to get in front of the camera too.
That's right.
That's the one thing I always say. Is I say thank you to everyone that does these videos because, I don't make any money off of doing this. You know what I mean? I only have like 500 some subscribers, but I like to share, and I don't like to watch my videos after I make them because I feel weird watching them. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot for someone to go out and put themselves out and get harassed by the internet. Right? There's so many trolls out there. So yeah.
Well, I'll actually tell you something pretty funny. Like, I'll go and I'll make these videos. So obviously, hundreds of thousands of people watch them throughout the lifespan of our videos being on there. But when I'm filming them, I don't like anyone else in the room when I'm filming them because I feel weird. And they're like, how could you have a problem with somebody being in the room when you're on the internet? And I'm like, I don't know. It just feels different.
It depends what you're doing, Lou, to be fair.
Yeah, that too. Because see, it's usually when I'm doing a review of a statue, so I want to be really, talking about that statue, dedicated to it and serious. So if I'm doing a review and people are in the room, they're usually acting stunad or goof, that's an Italian term, or stupid. And then you start laughing in the middle of your video and you're like, damn it, now I got to start this whole thing over again.
It's so hard. Like our last chat, once one person goes, you all go, and it's
That's
just
right.
like it's hard to get it back. It is, and it's such a nightmare to edit.
That's right.
You just don't know where to go because everyone's just laughing.
That was why when me and Vic started, we had the two options. Because Marley was like, well, we could film it beforehand, edit and do all of that. And then me and Vic sat there like, man, that's a lot of work, especially with 2 shows. Screw it, let's just do it live. But sometimes that could get you in trouble because, you know, you get passionate about something. So you may not think, oh, you know, 50,000 people watched a video, I might offend somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we kind of learned the hard way when we first started off. But eventually, you know, you get used to it and what you can and can't say. And even now, once in a while, you'll screw up. But
I think it's perfect the way it is, bro. You get the clean, uncut version. You get everybody's real thoughts. You know what I mean? It's raw, bro. There's nothing like talking to somebody. You know what I mean? Whereas you're editing it to make it look presentable. No, you get what you get when you're on the show. I love that.
Well, that was one of the things that a lot of people who comment to me personally through PMs about the show, the biggest thing they like about it is just what you're talking about. The fact that we don't edit stuff out. We talk about our passions and, you know, we don't dumb it down to try to play to sponsors or whatever the case may be. So they like that raw, uncut feel to it because they feel like they're getting our real opinion on stuff instead of, oh, yeah, well, I'm getting this for free, so I'm going to say it's great, even though I don't really like it type thing.
Because we don't, and I hardly ever take anything out. It's more to sort of edit the feeds together to get the actual chat. I don't really take. Only thing I take out is like background noise if there's a dog barking, or in Ian's case, there's a drive-by going on outside or something like that.
I was gonna say Carlos is usually the one adding those effects to our video.
That's right. And this is
I remember when you used to go nuts with the sound effects.
Yeah, what happened? I can't do it.
They took them away. That's
Who did? Who did that?
YouTube.
Oh, you know what? Let me write something down. I want never mind. Kidding.
I think Carlito needs to change moisturizers.
That's how we do it. I'm just staying anonymous. But anyway, let's get down to some statues.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's start talking about. You know, Tim wanted to discuss and Carlos the Bane situation, so I'll let you guys take the lead on that.
Yo, where's that sign at, Carlito?
Oh, well, no, I don't want to put it up, man. I don't want to get
real quick.
Oh shit!
To the flippers. I just want to put that up to the flippers, please. Can you put that sign up, please?
I knew that was coming. Hold on.
Do you have it? What do you got?
I'm gonna keep it, you know, fresh. Hold on.
All right, at least he's going with that one.
Yeah. So Bane's back. What they did is they released for the collector's edition. I think there's 1,500. They released the first half, 750, and the 750 sold out. They didn't tell anybody that they still have another 750 that they're going to sell later. So now Bane's back up for pre-order, and there's 750 of them left. So, you know, all the people that bought 3 or more, you know, they got to sit on it even longer now.
Yo, are you gonna learn from what had happened before? You're gonna jump on it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna pre-order. I'm gonna have to pre-order. Yeah, because the flippers.
Yeah, well, we discussed that before going on here.
I did call it before, bro.
You did. You did. You saw the writing on the wall. I didn't. Yeah.
It's actually a pretty interesting thing that they did, and maybe some of the other companies will follow suit by not letting people know actually how many sold and doing it the way they did. It's actually a way to help combat flipping, because now you might not jump on it to order to flip because you don't know, hey, they got another 1,500 coming out, and now I just wasted my money.
But I don't understand why that even has any relevant, being relevant. Sorry. Why does that got to do with Sideshow at all? Who cares? Sideshow's making their money. Does it really matter? They're not watching flippers. What are they watching? They're getting X dollars, right? They're getting X dollars. They got their dollars. I mean, why would they hold back? It's not. I don't think they were holding back. To me, that they just played a game. And they let anybody know nothing, and that's it. They put it out there. That's what they did.
Well, no, I think they also
How are they going to?
What they did with Thanos was people that had the same credit card information and they had separate accounts, like email accounts. They canceled that shit. They said they saw that you already purchased one, and they want to try to help the community somehow. You know what I mean? Or make it look like they are. But
how are they going to help the community? I mean, listen.
I mean, even if they didn't do it, I'm glad.
I don't understand why they police that. Why are you policing anything when someone's buying it? If you want to buy all, if you want to buy all of it and you got the money, buy it all. You're the first one. You have that first option. That's capitalism. I don't see how they're going to control. I understand what you're trying to say. The actual, hey, this guy can't hold all of them. I understand that, but at the same token, does it really matter? Some way down the road, that guy that has all of them is going to have to give it up. It may not be at the price that he's looking for, but he's going to have to give it up because eventually everybody becomes a flipper.
Well, no. So what you're confusing though is if you're selling statues that you've had in your collection for a while, that's fine, right? And say the price went up, say the price didn't go up on those statues.
I understand.
What pisses me off is people that jump on things that they think they're going to be hot, right? And then they create a false demand because so many people are doing it, like Thanos. And thus, some people can't even pre-order the exclusive because everyone's buying one just to have one and maybe sell it, right? So that's what pisses me off. I don't care if you're going to sell your statues like a year later or 6 months later, but it's the people that are like trying to make a business out of it.
Okay. So what about the guy that bought one Bane exclusive, and 4 months from now he wants to buy the new Deathstroke, and he's like, Bane gotta go, and he wants to sell it for $1,100. That's cool with you?
That's fine.
I guess, bro.
I'm certain that people on this panel that have been here on this panel many of times have bought multiple statues and played the game. So I mean,
I haven't done it.
Knock the people for them. I can't. I mean, I'm going to be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I can't be a hypocrite because I may have done that once or twice.
Yeah, but just because
the man
you could cheat on your wife and still say that it's wrong. You can still acknowledge that it's wrong.
Why are you blowing up?
I'm just saying.
My headset on.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
like that again.
See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you did it and you know you did it. It doesn't make it not right because you did it.
God.
Oh man!
Yo, look
to another level. Do not talk about wives on this show.
Yo, flipping, bro. How much you think it cost Sideshow to make that Bane, bro?
All right, but I just want to say one thing before we get into the topic. This week's show is not going to be all about flipping because last week got out of hand.
Yeah, but yo, let me just ask Cass this: how much you think it cost Sideshow to make that Bane, bro?
I don't know. Probably less than what they're charging.
Probably
for.
around $250, $300, right? And how much are you selling it for?
Not even that.
Retard amount. Yeah.
Sorry.
Mike, how much you? What's your number, bro? What? $150, $200 maybe?
Less than 100. It cost them less than $100 to make this stuff,
bro. So you mad at people for buying the shit, but Sideshow's doing the same thing, bro. They making them shits for $150, turning it around and selling it for $7.
Yeah, but they gotta pay the contract.
It's the same. It's not okay in one situation, and then it's not okay in the other. It's the same shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Some people didn't even buy Thanos.
What do you guys think to selling
Sideshow's
the
doing the same exact
EX10?
No, Sideshow's not doing it. Sideshow's actually creating a business, and that's their model. You know, they have to have a profit. Sideshow's a very big company.
But that's what people.
That's not a flipper. That's not a flipper. That's a business.
Bro, nah.
You go to Ferrari,
right.
or you could go to Ferrari, or you could go to Honda Accord. Up to you, where you want to do. Now you could get a Ferrari, a California GT, and you got it for $260, and then tomorrow you try to sell it for $300, but Ferrari dealership still got it for $260.
Let me ask you this though.
I mean,
what would you define a flipper as?
A flipper is a person that buys it today. You buying it from Sideshow. There's no more, and then tomorrow you're doubling the price.
Okay.
Just because the fact that you have it, they don't. That's a legit flipper.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
That's a legit flipper. Now,
and if you wanted the perfect example, just look at the 1/3 scale Akuma.
Right. There you go.
That was a joke. I remember that shit.
That's another one.
Personally, I don't have anything against flippers. I say fuck it. If somebody wants to buy it, and if you went out there and you brought the shit legitimately, I just don't like the hype people. I don't like the people that go out there, buy this shit, and then they hype it up just so they can get rid of it. I hate hype beasts. But at the end of the day, it's your product. It is your money. You do the fuck you want to do with it.
Yo, look.
If somebody's gonna buy it,
everybody got the same chance. You know what I mean? It goes up on pre-order at the same time for everyone around the world at the same day, the same hour. Everybody has the same chance to buy it. Somebody capitalizing on your ignorance that you want to wait. That's tough, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
some people don't want to wait. Some people just can't.
Yo, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm not gonna call myself a flipper because I've never bought like 3 of the same pieces or anything like that. I bought a piece and then months later I've sold it for more. But that's the only way I've survived in the hobby. That's the only way I've gotten some of the pieces that I have.
That's it. That's a survivalist. That's a different story. You did it as a business approach to actually fund your collection, your collecting style. And I understand that. I understand. Yeah. But when it comes to, I'm gonna hoard 8 exclusives. And like some guy that I see on Facebook, I'm not gonna mention his name, but he's got like 5 Predator wolves.
Mention his name.
No, I'm not gonna mention that bitch ass name. I'm sorry. But anyway, I just see them holding on to certain things. When they only make 500 pieces of something, it's a different story. Now, did Sideshow give it to all of us with Thanos? I think so. Yeah, they gave you a big one. Bing.
And what's funny is
who cares about the exclusive?
Never before and never since has that been done again.
No, but they knew it's a hot piece. It looks. I think it looks great.
I think they got together and they said, let's see how we can fuck with collectors today.
And they did. When you're making how many pieces? They made 11,000.
Because what I'm saying is, when you think about it, never in the history of a Sideshow, even going back to when they first started,
Jesus
did anything ever sell out within minutes, let alone days?
No, within minutes, and then finding out that the regular version is actually as good as the exclusive version.
Well, that's what I don't get.
The exclusive piece sucks.
One of the guys on the panel said to me, private, and it's true. Well, a couple did. Why is there like this big to do over regulars versus exclusives? Now, don't get me wrong. I know all the value, but if you don't ever plan on selling that statue, which I know when I get a Thanos, it's not being sold, so I could give 2 shits what it is as long as I have one in my collection. Now, if it's a piece, for instance, where the exclusive, I think, makes it better. Like, I would only display it with the exclusive piece, then yes. Now, for instance, I got Angela, which I got with my points. So it was awesome to actually get a statue and not spend a dime.
Nice.
And she came in, but she wasn't must for the exclusive because I wanted to display her with the spear, because the spear has a lot of meaning to it. So for me, that one was a must. but in a lot of times the exclusive's garbage that we don't even use anyway.
What do you guys think to people selling the Bane exclusive head for like $400? I think the normal head's better anyway.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I saw that.
I agree.
Let's look at that.
Plus, I
Well,
think where that came from, and I could be wrong, but that was a big thing in because I started being in the video game collecting community, and that was huge in gaming. People would run out and they'd get the exclusives from GameStop or wherever they were from just to sell all the exclusive gear so that they could get the game for free for themselves. So I think that's starting to catch on with the statues now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I personally would not spend $500 for a head, but some people might. I mean, because when you think about it, I mean, you could get a custom head, a beautiful custom from scratch, built whatever design you want from whatever sculptor you want, and it's probably not costing you $500.
Did you do it, Cass?
Yeah, I'm about to do it right here.
Oh, nice job.
It's a second live pre-order, guys.
They forced my hand. The flippers did this to me.
I was actually so happy for Tim when he messaged me about it. I'm like, because I know he really wanted that piece. I'm like, yeah, now you got it.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Me. Don't thank me.
So what I'm going to do, I think I already told you guys this. All of Batman and his crew, so like, at least the villains, they're all going to go up there on there. So Bane's going to be on that corner end because he's fucking heavy. Oh, sorry, I can't curse. He's
I know, as long they don't care as long as it's not excessive.
Okay.
Like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Mr. Richard, how you doing, man?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
All right. Oh, well, I'm kind of ticked off, man, because these guys are acting like a bunch of jabronis. They didn't introduce me to you. I mean, they just let me sit on the show for like 5 minutes.
To be fair, with
everyone should know who you are, but
to be fair, with this many people, it's like chat musical chairs trying to get in. You're like, wait, go. Yes, you're in.
And that's the thing, because we like tried in the beginning when we all first started this thing. It was like, oh my God, everyone would yell over the next person. So it was hard to understand what everyone's saying. So now we're kind of trained to wait for that opening so you can jump on it.
It's like trying to catch a moving train. You're just like, right, go.
Carlos knows, man. He knows about video etiquette, man. When people come in.
Yes.
Oh, should. I'll never forget the video when he got pissed off and left.
Yeah, I'm just too old to be like left alone in the corner. I'm like, I'm out of here, man. But anyway, I learned my lesson. You know, it just so happens to be sometimes this way. I'm sorry about that. I definitely should have introduced you to Richard.
He had too much Jack Daniels.
But yeah, I'm a little loaded right now. You know, Molly and Percocets, man, they just doing me. I'm in pain all day, man.
It's 3 a.m. here. It's 3 a.m. here now, so I'm just on coffee, and I end up half an hour. So
that's what we got this for big mistakes.
For the big mistakes. Right. I'm going to show you guys a nice picture. I think Pop Culture is going to love this picture in a minute. Hold on. And Tim. We're going to
I don't know if you guys discussed this last week. We discussed it, but what do you think to Prime One's new website and like everything and them putting pre-orders out? The funny thing I saw earlier for the Batmobile on the barricade and the barricade on the Batmobile. So
it's a cool looking Batmobile. The only thing is, again, it's going into that how many times are you going to remake stuff and just change it around? But
do you think people are actually going to use the Prime One website? So I know that they put
I don't know, because it's so easy to get them from, Sideshow. Why do you want to deal with that hassle?
Yeah, I've seen people already jump like on the that like what do you call that? Environmental suit Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, shipping from that website is nuts. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that was from what I've seen in the comments and on Facebook, that was a deal breaker for a lot of people. It's good that they made it. You know what I mean? Now people could buy directly from them and they could handle like broken parts and that shit. But
well, it goes up a day earlier, doesn't it? You get, I think they were up yesterday, the actual barricade and stuff like that. So they go up a day later. So I'm guessing they're not trying to capitalize on the people that don't want to miss out first on their website.
Okay.
As long as they're not doing it to the point where every exclusive has to go through them, then I'm okay with it, because like everyone was saying, it's A, easier to get them from Sideshow, and B, the shipping's better. Plus, Sideshow's customer service. I've never dealt with Prime ones personally, but Sideshow is, for me, for what I've dealt with them, they've always been top notch and went above and beyond to help with a problem. So,
hey, Captain Lou, let me butt in a little bit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know I don't do Facebook, for you guys that see me on. Get that. I know I got a Google problem. But anyway, I don't know if it's true. So the exclusive now for.
I think your internet's crapping out or something.
Oh, I thought that was me. Good.
I thought that was me.
I think for a minute we were all afraid it was
like I'm lagging. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
No, yeah, I am. Can you hear me good now?
It's decent. Before it was like that robot voice.
Yeah, I get it, because I saw my screen freezing. So anyway, I asked really quick before it does that crap again. Is it true that the exclusive for Mr. Freeze is $400 additional dollars? Off the Prime One site?
I think he said 400.
Did y'all hear me?
I'm not sure on that, because I never was going to order that piece.
Maybe with the shipping included.
Maybe.
Isn't the
I could try looking it up. Let me try looking it up.
Isn't the exclusive just the actual capsule with his wife in? Is that the one you're on about?
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Which I thought was actually a pretty cool exclusive.
That's one of those that I think is exclusive on.
Yeah.
On.
Oh, this thing sucks.
Let's see if I can.
Faye, don't you have a laptop?
Nah.
I thought you had a laptop.
I'm not using it right now.
Oh.
I always use this stuff. I don't know what's going on, man. Let me see.
Yeah, that is definitely the exclusive, him holding the white.
If that's $400 more, then that's ridiculous.
Yeah, right? It's not that big that it should cost that much more.
I can get a life-size woman in a capsule for $400. I don't need to be getting.
Jesus.
You guys, should I do it?
Do it, bro. You've been wanting that shit for a minute, man.
No, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Superman's gonna come out. Hush, man, from Prime One. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There you go.
Ah, shit! I did it.
Carlito.
What's up?
Are you getting the black suit variant, or are you getting the normal suit variant when it comes out?
The normal suit variant.
You don't want the beard?
No, sir.
Okay.
But I'm definitely looking forward to the Prime One if they come out with the Frank Miller blue version, which will rock the whole world.
Everyone knew that was coming. Everyone knew that was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm so happy I just saved a couple of dollars.
Yeah, me too. I canceled the black one, and thank God they gave me my NRD back.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you speak to somebody there?
Yeah, it was my first time, so they was like, no problem.
Yeah, they
blessed you. They blessed
you
you.
the one time.
Yeah, I got the wolf pred coming next week.
Nice.
Have you got 10 of them coming, Carlito? Was it you were talking about earlier?
No, man. I only got 7 this time. Damn it.
Fair enough.
You know, someone that's watching the show right now asked a question.
Yes.
They want to know what's a good price that they should pay on for the Thor OG exclusive with beard.
Oh.
I would say 1,100.
I think that's a little bit high for what I've been seeing lately. I'd say like 900 is a deal.
Why do you even let Tech talk?
Yo,
why you guys let him?
Well, no, he actually lowballed me on it. So
Yeah. I mean, I just been seeing everything drop in price, bro.
I think, in a way, the thing is that I've seen quite a few collectors getting out of the hobby, so that's probably part of it.
Yeah, that's true too.
But also, I think that people are starting to look at things like, okay, yeah, I do like the original, but they put out another one and it's half the price. So maybe I'm going to go with that one and save myself a few dollars. And if that mentality keeps going, then with all these rehashes coming out, we're going to start seeing that on a lot of the statues.
What mentality is that?
That if you could get a cheaper, like for instance, let's just take Thor, the OG. They made a new Thor. So if you could get the new Thor for 600, do you really want to pay 12 for the OG? So if you get a lot of that mentality, then it's going to bring prices down because the demand isn't going to be there as much.
Yeah, I don't like that mentality. I just get what you like better, and if you have to pay more for what you like better.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
I mean, because if you settle, okay, and they sold it for 600, you just sunk $600 into something that you didn't want.
Yep.
Yeah, and believe me, it's happened. Because take for instance, right there, the Scarlet Witch. I had gotten and talked myself into getting the Comiquette because I saw it and it was cheaper at the time. And then I got it and I liked it for a while, but I always saw the other one and I'm like, I made a mistake there. Now, luckily, I was able to fix the mistake because I found somebody the other way around and we swapped them. But not everybody gets that opportunity. So like you're saying, don't settle because you're always going to look at it and say, man, did I make the right decision?
Yeah. Now, there are exceptions like Green Lantern. To me, I'm cool with getting this one because I think this one fits better with the line.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Now had I liked the old one better, I stick to my rules. Get what you like the most, and that's it in the story. You don't have to settle.
All valid points. Take notes, guys.
I've got Deadpool coming in less than a month, hopefully. It says between October and November, so.
The Heat Seeker?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, it says October, November, yeah.
Yes, Sideshow's pumping them out lately, man.
That's crazy. Yo, Comic-Con is in 1 week, man.
I know, isn't it so shocking?
That's nuts.
Like, I looked at my calendar the other day and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, man. Time's been fun.
This year seems to have just disappeared. I don't even know. I'm sure it was Christmas 2 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh, we'll put the decorations away. And now it's like thinking about presents again. I'm like, oh,
and I tell people that all the time, especially the older you get, time just friggin' flies.
Yep. It's nuts.
Well, especially because I'm keeping so busy these days. So I've got the awards, and I've got Collectorverse, and then we've got some surprises with a chat to do, and then I've got a full-time job, and then I've got a family. It's just like the days just seem to just go flying. The more you got to do.
Yeah, that's what I think a lot of people who don't do a live show don't get, is that most of us have full-time jobs as well. So
Yeah.
it becomes like,
I'm very lucky. I'm a porno star, so I just like work periodically.
Are we laughing because that's unfathomable, or because?
well, what came to my mind
I can prove so.
was that he calls himself Carlos 1/6 scale.
It's not 1-to-1. I know. What are you gonna do?
Oh my god!
How about Freddy Krueger? Just got pushed all the way to November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody was getting Freddy. It'd be in November. I hope it.
Freddy got fingered.
Freddy got fingered. That's good.
I see they released a Leatherface, which looks pretty good.
Leatherface. I'm really particularly fond of the that guy. I don't like him too much.
And then speaking of him, the new movie comes out in October, so we'll see if that's any good.
What's the odds? What's the odds of someone making a new It statue now?
Oh, that's gonna happen.
I would say that's a definite.
Yeah. But he'll look like
And it'll probably have a switch out head, like the normal clown, and then the teeth.
A Tim Curry one.
Yeah. Well, that would be awesome because I've seen them both. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and I've seen them both. I still think Tim Curry's is a little creepier.
Yeah, He was creepy anyway, though. Do you remember the film Loaded Weapon? It was like a spoof of Lethal Weapon. He was so creepy in that film. it freaked me out.
And for anyone else who's a fan of Stephen King, on Netflix, they got Gerald's Game just came out, and to me that was one of his best books, which was never actually turned into a movie until now. So I hope they do it justice. And for anyone who doesn't know, if you ever read the book It, there's a lot of stuff that's in there that's really out there. That's been left out of all of the movies. Stuff that just was not, you could not even put it in a movie today. It's that out there because it wouldn't be accepted. So if you really want to read some creepy shit, actually read the book.
I want to get everyone's predictions. What's going to be the first Last Jedi statue to get announced? What do you think?
Maybe Luke.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
I hope Luke.
It's gotta be.
The Snoke. Snoke 1/3 to be huge.
Okay, maybe.
Talking about predictions, what are you guys predicting for Comic-Con in a week, man?
X-Men.
The Flash.
Yeah,
I know.
see that one coming too.
Yeah, Flash. They always kept saying that the Flash was going to be revealed at a New York Comic-Con. So hopefully.
Hey, can I read you guys?
I'm very excited to see the Spider-Gwen and the Silk.
Look, Mr. Richard, this is Omar online right here. Just got in.
What's going on? How are you, Carlos?
Good.
There's David's here too. We got David here too.
Dave here.
To the Collectorverse.
We're gonna run out of screen in a minute. We're just gonna have people like blocking up on that to lose space.
I hope not.
No, we still have room for one more.
So, Carlito, what do you think about that Jim Lee Superman?
Oh man, I'm like super stoked. I can't wait.
Right there.
Congratulations on your Batman. Oh my god.
Thank you, bro. I love it, dude.
He's oh my god, thing is so massive.
I know, man.
Shite. You don't even fit in that. Oh my god, you don't fit in there.
Which Batman?
That's crazy.
Yo, if you want to watch
His unboxing earlier, I love those guys. Anyone see Thor and Rodney on the Red Titan group? You see their unboxing earlier, live unboxing of them.
I saw that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the two guys from
Those guys are hilarious, man.
I love those guys.
Oh
Those
my
are
god.
amazing.
Yo, I told them to make a channel, man. Their content, like the way they talk, it's golden, bro. They have to.
Yeah, they're actually on the CV show. We're filming it on Sunday, and they're going to be the two guests, and they've come up with ideas for what they want to do, and that's going to be a riot.
Okay.
You know why? Because they're natural and they're funny, and they just love collecting. They're good people. They're good people. You can see them genuinely just funny guys.
They are.
You can tell that they've got time for anyone. You know what I mean? You can tell that they are quite genuine.
Yeah, they're genuine. Very nice.
Sorry. See the Bowser. I'm hoping to see the Bowser reveal if they do buy first for figures actually at New York Comic Con. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that should be interesting because I own a few first figures. Their stuff is really well done.
Well, it was the first blind pre-order, wasn't it? It was like a blind pre-order. You just saw like a silhouette. And,
yeah.
It's gonna take us not even long to get there.
Is she sleeping with you? Is she sleeping at your house?
Yeah, she's staying at my place.
Sure.
Dave, which Batman did you get, bro?
Do you need the map?
The Frank Miller behind me.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, that thing looks good, man. Congrats.
All right, thank you, man.
David, if they come out with a blue version, are you going to be upset?
No, I'm gonna get that shit, bro. Hold on. But see, but those variants make sense because those are legit variants that you can see in comic books. Like that to me makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the variants.
Yeah, Batman in either suit makes sense because he does wear both.
You know, he's got a bunch of different outfits though. What if they came out with like a rainbow Batman? You know what I mean?
Rainbow.
Then they show me the comic book he's in.
Yo, I will say this.
Comic book with rainbow outfit.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say this in regards to the variants. They actually came out like 3 days after the show. I don't know if it's because of the show. I'm pretty sure it's because of the response they got on Facebook. But they came off and they like announced future variants that they're planning on doing. So it's a step in the right direction.
It's funny. I don't know if you noticed this, but when that was posted in our group,
yeah,
it did say, "Are you happy now?"
And
So I think
the blue version is gonna have a different sculpt.
It's a new license, I think.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those. They're really cool.
Yeah, the blue version is not gonna be based on the game. It's gonna be like based off the book.
He actually wore those colors, including the rain. So, I mean, if you know better, you know it's not a farce.
Oh
I mean, this is,
God, don't give them any.
The white and the gold, I like that.
Yo,
yeah.
Orange, purple, green. Come on, baby.
No, he wore all these outfits.
And the zebra skin too. Don't forget the zebra skin.
You can't say, "Oh, show me in the comics," when it is in the comics.
Which one?
He just showed like
he didn't use that zebra costume. No way.
Look, everything here happened, man.
Nah.
But you have to go back in the day.
George from MC just picked up one of those gold collector ones from the Disney park. Packs. That was pretty cool.
Yo, can I read something to you guys real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I also, before you say that, I also saw that the edition size got lowered on quite a few of them as well. The exclusives, the prime ones.
Yo, you guys see that Bane's available?
Yeah. We talked about that earlier.
Did you get it, Cass?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Live on this show.
Yep.
Saw him pre-order.
I pre-ordered. I like to do my pre-orders live. I did Red Sonja live too. Faye, I like how your Batgirl's cape is like how you got it posed. I like that. But let me read this real quick to you guys. All right, these are my orders that I placed in the past. Right. So December 17th, 2015, Batman Modern Age, $429. March 30th, 2016, Green Lantern, $449. Killer Croc, August 19th, 2016, $519. Red Sonja, September 7th, 2017, $560. September 28th, Bane, $699. You guys see a pattern? The price
going up, bro.
Yeah,
going
up.
Keep ordering DC.
The fuck?
That too.
Just kidding.
But I'm going from like the very first one to the very least the last one, and I'm not even counting the versus statues.
Well, just thank your lucky stars you haven't gotten to 1/3 and 1/2 scale yet.
Yeah, not yet.
We just discussed something similar to this on the episode that's going up on Monday, and I did some research and I looked into like life-size busts, and in like 11 years they've gone up 150% in price, and the average wage has only gone up 21%. So you tell me that, because the Spider-Man in 2006 was $399, and now the Hulk is $980 and $999 for the beta. That's 11 years. It's gone up 150%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's mental.
Not to mention, like you said, the weight. Anyone who owns old school Sideshow knows how much more they weigh than the modern stuff.
Yo, Faith, did you add a Besta? Ooh. Like it.
Nice.
That's a good eye, man.
Yeah, I didn't put the lights in them because I have to have them uniform. And I think.
Can you look at Batgirl? Fate? Can you put Batgirl back on camera?
He wants the copy.
Look at that. Yeah.
He was shocked. I always told Fate that I thought he had one of the best cape poses.
Oh, you got the Birds of Prey there if you add Huntress.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's got her on order.
I think
Huntress.
You're gonna have the Birds of Prey if you add Huntress.
Oh yeah, she's coming Monday.
Damn, well, thank God I didn't order it. That would have been 2 back to back.
I remember Fate back in the days. He was just watching his money.
It's not a lie.
Yeah, see, you gotta pick what you want. Don't try to get everything. Just
you got Bane, brother.
Fate's balling.
That dude is balling, man.
Fate's crazy, dude. He's got everything. He's got every DC character.
Nah, I just take my time, man.
×2.
I still need Power Girl, man.
God damn, when I grow up, that's you gonna be me. I'm gonna be you. God damn, boy.
Yo, anybody ordering this tomorrow?
I ain't stupid.
Has anyone got any of their pieces? Because I'm still on the fence. Because I liked it when they first revealed it, and then they did that live thing where there were 2 guys fiddling with it, and it was spinning around. And it looked like he was wearing like plastic chaps, and it looked really cheap.
Yeah, I'm like you. I was gonna jump on it 150%, and then my mind got changed.
Any predictions for the price?
275.
750.
550 probably, like their Wolverine, I think.
Yeah, I think.
What size is that?
1/4.
1/4.
Quarter.
Yeah.
We're trying to compete with my boys.
699. I'm gonna go 699.
Hell no.
In my opinion, like quarter scale Punishers, not like custom license. I think this is the best one so far.
I just didn't like the fact that they made it so damn tall.
Yeah.
Base.
I just hope they didn't cut corners. I just hope they didn't cut corners and they actually don't just use plastic all over it, because you don't know till you actually get it. So.
Exactly. You could get another Spider-Man.
It's a shame too, man, because I saw that Spider-Man at Comic-Con and it looks good, but just all those problems they were having, you know, it kind of put a dent in their company, like a stain that people always look back at, like,
Well, come on. The perfect thing was I was going to order 2 of their statues day 1.
Yeah.
I did it after that happened because I wanted to see them in person to see the quality. What are they made of before I order them? Because I want the Falcon very bad, but I'm afraid the wings are going to be plastic, so I have to see it in person.
So him carrying that duffel bag, does that signify anything like special, like he's going shopping or anything like that? Hell, what am I carrying a shopping bag for? I'm gonna kill somebody, for God's sakes. Put some freaking guns in my head.
Saks Fifth Avenue.
He's on his way to the gym.
That just turned me off, man. I need him to have weapons. Cock Diesel, have his hands ready. Come on now.
I think there is about 5 switch out weapons. I think you can switch the bag out for a gun. Yeah, you can switch the bag out for a gun.
I hope so, because this is sad if I'm gonna carry a duffel bag. Come on now.
Well, to be fair, he might be killing people in a different city, a different state. He's got to have an overnight bag.
I mean, yeah, there could be like legs and arms sticking out.
Okay, all right. You guys really stretch it really hard, huh? Jeez.
It's all about the backstory.
The backstory, right? And the back price.
Yeah.
Hey Lou, I was thinking about getting that legendary you know who, but I found out it's like
Oh shit! No way.
It was like no exclusive, man. I'm like, for real, I
You
can't.
talking about Batman Fate?
Who else would I be talking
Oh my god!
I mean, like, I want him. I'm like, he would have been like my last piece. I'm not gonna get 1,000 pieces, bro. I'm gonna just get the characters that I want.
Yeah, but you saw the price for it too, right?
But he's a big piece. I can justify it.
No, I get that, but why is he 300 more than any other legendary scale?
Because he's Batman.
That's
Right.
probably.
That's the answer.
Oh,
What do you guys think of this?
That's the most biased shit I ever heard in my life. $2,300 for that fucking Batman face. Like, that's no problem. Oh my god.
No. I'm saying,
bro.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm not gonna justify anything. I'm against it because they didn't offer an exclusive or any.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Do they do exclusive for Haskell's?
To be honest with you, I don't think 1/3. Well, mostly they're 1/3 scale if they're legendary, but they usually don't have exclusives to my knowledge. Because I have the legendary scale Materi that didn't come with no exclusives.
Have we just got used to exclusives that much that we feel cheap?
I have a feeling that's part of it. I think a lot of collectors will hear no exclusive and we're like, what the fuck? We're being robbed.
Well,
I think like for Killer Croc, if they didn't have an exclusive and they just kept his head on there without any like the next scene, I think it would have sold out more.
I had an idea for that next scene. You should have put a shackle around him like he's just escaped from somewhere.
Yeah,
like
that's what I said on the show. Because if you see him, a lot of times he is wearing one of them.
Yeah.
I'm done.
What do you guys think of this Assassin's Creed Origins statue?
I'm getting the game. I don't know about the statue.
It's the Assassin's Creed Origins Dawn of the Creed Legendary Edition. It's $800.
Oh my god.
There's only 200. There's only 200 of them, but he's 28 inches tall.
Quick flash: Red Dead Redemption 2 official trailer is out.
Oh, I try, bro. It's awesome.
Yeah, man, could put a morning in the morning with a shotgun in my hand. Of course I did. So he has something to say about that. So I want
it's kind of overpriced, but it's pretty cool if you like Assassin's Creed, I think.
Yeah, it looks dope, man.
I like it.
Yo, you know that big World of Warcraft statue that Sideshow has for like 1,100?
Yeah.
They just got in-hand photo. Yo, that thing turned out great. I find pictures, man.
I couldn't see all. I saw big. So I don't let nobody hear my business.
Really, Sue, you're gonna disrespect Batman like that, bro?
Oh, come on. Who did that?
Really? People like you, man.
You know which one I would get, honestly, if I was you, Fate, and I was looking for like a 1/3 scale Batman? That one where he's standing on the searchlight is pretty awesome.
The
Iron Studios?
Iron Studios,
Yeah.
That's dope too.
I like the black and yellow version, but just not the graffiti on the actual.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing it was like, nah, she left that off.
I just didn't like the way the Legendary's arms were posed, though. So it's like,
I think that's the only problem with that piece. Everybody's like roasting it. The sculpt and the fabric look great.
A lot of roasting is of the head too, the way his face looks.
Yeah, actually, to me that's the best part.
Yeah, I love the face too. It's
from a specific comic book line. I'm trying to remember where it actually is, but I remember finding the actual cover with his face that looks like that, and it's pretty. They've kind of used that as inspiration, I think. I think it's Gotham Nightmares. So it's not Gotham Nightmares. That's that thing in it. What's he called? I'll find it.
Yeah, because a lot of the complaints was he was like pouting or something.
Yo, if they would have changed the pose, man, that would have concluded. If they would have made a matching 1/3 Joker, quarter. What do you freaking call that? 1/2 Joker. That would have concluded my DC lineup. A big ass Batman, a big ass Joker. I call it a day right there. Now I'll never collect another DC piece in my life. But they screwed up
heard
the
it here
pose.
first.
They screwed up that pose big time, man.
Yeah, they should change that, man. I mean, guys, if y'all don't like it, don't get it. Don't get it just because it's Batman.
Yeah.
I really don't understand that pose. I can't. And then throwing that much money on top of crap.
Especially when you could get that awesome half-scale Batman. I'd be getting that.
Yeah,
there you go. Look, this is
Tech. That was an awesome idea right there, man.
Yeah, man.
2 legendaries, Joker and Batman. Ooh, that'd be fire, boy.
That would have been it, bro.
Can you see? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Look, Gotham Knights. It's called the face.
Who's that artist? Let me see.
Zoom out.
I've never seen him. That sort of looks like him.
Yo, what if they pose him like that with his hands on his belt?
It's got the same color belt and everything. It's the same color.
That would be the ultimate. Like, I'm a badass. He's just
Nah, I don't want a statue for him.
What if they pose him like that with his hands on his belt?
It's got the same color belt.
Somebody's watching it.
I was just gonna say somebody's watched it and they're behind a few seconds.
That's funny, man.
Yo, you know what statue I passed on you guys is the Batman. What's it, Gotham Dark Knights or something? What was it called? The horror one?
Where he's the Bat.
Yeah.
I passed on it too.
Just because they priced it way too high. Like I'm just not.
What was the price on it?
I'm looking it up right now.
5 something.
And remember, it was 1/5. Here it is, $525.
Yeah, that should have been like 250.
Oh my god!
It's 20 inches tall and it's standing on something.
Cass, which one?
Huh?
Which one you talking about?
The one where he's the Bat.
I'll show you.
Gotham Nightmares.
Yeah.
I do like.
Oh, what? He's saying he don't like it?
I do.
No. It was
not the price for the size.
This was a very hard pass, but I had to do it. Look at this. It's 1/5. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
I like the portrait design though.
Yeah, and like, I love this. I love this right here. I love it all, but like, I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, he costs more than the killer drop.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You'll probably see a lot of people when the Joker comes out if it's.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the Joker looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that painted yet, right?
No, I don't think so. No.
We just seen like concept art and then like a plain sculpt.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
Have anyone noticed?
The more I look at it, I do want to purchase though.
What's that?
No, I said the more I look at it, the more I want to purchase it. But
go do it live, bro.
It's gonna exit out.
Fucking do it live.
Yo, what do you guys think about this custom portrait for the Batman? Hold on, let me get it.
From Kevin Van Kiel, you talking
about? Was that the Frank Miller one?
No,
he's talking about like the Jim Lee kind of style.
Yeah.
With like the mouths come out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the swap out mouths. Yeah. That looks pretty good.
You guys see it?
Oh yeah, it's different than the one I was thinking of.
It's a genius way of like switch outs too. Like instead of having 3 heads, it's just keep the mouth out. That's good.
You have the Hot Toys, so you can switch out just the mouthpiece.
Yeah. It looks good, man. You thinking about copying it?
Yeah, because the only thing I don't like about the PF is just the head.
Yeah.
So if I can get this head, depending on the price, I might.
Which head do you display on your PF?
How much for that head?
I don't know yet. He said he was gonna let us know.
That's pretty beast.
Yeah, I love it.
My guess is probably the 2 to 250 range.
That's crazy. Plus shipping.
Well, the 2 Wolverine heads. Sorry, the 2 Wolverine heads for the 1/5 Marquette was $300 for both of them. The custom.
Oh, that's a good
I love
deal,
the little
man.
setup here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Are they gonna do the blue version?
Sorry? Yeah, they're doing the blue version too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to let me know how much it's gonna go for.
I will, bro. There's like a group you can join, but I'll let you know. Yeah.
I always wondered why Marvel doesn't get any love from the bigger sizes. You always just get Iron Man.
Right? How
Never get
come you don't
one
see a
scale pieces.
big Spider-Man? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Oh, half scale Captain America, bro. Like, where is that?
I'm a Marvel guy, so I'm happy because it's saving me some cash. But still.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Prime One, if you're listening, Ivy. Come on, where's Poison Ivy?
What did you think to the XM one, Lou? I know you probably discussed it in a previous episode, but
No, I like it. The Geisha one, I probably wouldn't buy it because it doesn't go with anything in my collection. But it is sharp. I think it's the best looking Geisha, Chinese version or Japanese version of that from that line.
Carlito, sorry, are you going to get the DC diorama, the 1/6 one, XM, when it comes out?
No.
He's saving for that Jim Lee Superman.
That's correct.
Which diorama?
The XM DC one with, is it Darkseid being fought by the Justice League?
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna try to get that.
Tim will get it for me.
I'm gonna get it. I already have a plan.
Are you also getting the one with the black version with the beard?
What?
Are you getting the Jim Lee with the black version with the beard?
Oh, you're talking about the statue? Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not getting. Are you talking about Carlos? Are you asking Carlos?
No, Carlos. Yeah.
Oh no, not me. No, I'm not gonna get that. Not yet. I don't think so.
No, I want to get that Dio. I just don't know how much it's going to cost, and if I'm going to be able to get. I want to get it from someone in America, like a company.
They have got the license, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So it all depends on what they listed at. I hope it's nothing. I hope it's not like 4,000. Because then I won't get it.
$1 million.
4,000.
4,000. Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Oh, man. This is the version I'm looking for. Something in the to this effect.
There's a Hush Ivy in the works, right, for Prime 1?
Here.
I believe so.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I would choose the Hush over that one, Lou.
That's nice.
No, not me. I'm into the Arkham stuff.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
Yo, you guys, I gotta get out of here.
Hey, don't go. Every time you go, I feel sad.
Go Netflix and chill.
Oh, all right.
Hey, I think this is
Gotta go.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Last week he's on till 1 a.m.
What?
I'm about to make breakfast.
Right?
Is that
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's it. Anyone who thinks it's too late, look at him.
It's 3:30 in the morning.
What's the breakfast like in the?
It's like 2:30 or 3 o'clock over there.
I feel like I've gone past tired, and now I'm back into awake again.
So Richard, where are you now in your house?
I've moved everything down to the living room because I've got 3 floors, and my partner would kill me if I woke the baby up on the second floor. So I've come out of my room and moved everything downstairs.
Okay, all right, that's awesome. I like that Thanos on the wall in the hall. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's called a guy did it. I found him on Etsy called Be Cat by Baz. He's a really good guy actually. I was been on a holiday over here, and he was on holiday at the same time at the same place, and he looks after his wife and stuff, and this helps him sort of fund that and be able to do that. So it's kind of like helping a good cause as well, and he's a really decent guy. I get a bit addicted though. I think I've got like 8 of these huge ones done. I've got 2 more to pick up, and then I got loads of smaller ones as well. I just kept buying art, and now my room just looks like it's a gallery.
Oh, it looks like something like mine.
Nothing looks like yours, but yeah.
Yo, Rich.
Yep.
This is my first time meeting you, so tell us about your what do you collect, bro?
Well, I've only got a couple of minutes because I keep getting stuff and buying it, and then I would sell it because I've got the collector version and these awards to pay for up front. And so I've actually I've sold a few pieces just to get sort of pay the bills and everything for this. But I've got currently upstairs. I'm currently middle of 75% of it, and then I got kind of like I'm just trying to finish it off. I've got a Spider-Man Pierre. A sample of Sandman, you know, the one, not the masked one, but the original sort of Sandman. I got a Bowen sample of that. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I've got Deadpool coming soon. I've got Ray coming. I don't know. I'm starting. Gunderson's trying to get me to go to Star Wars. I don't know if to keep it or not. He's trying to get me to the dark side. So and then like all roads lead to Thanos on Throne exclusive. That's going to be the big one for me. I've got the Hulk versus Wolverine maquette on its way at minute. So nice. I'm getting my first hot toy in it soon as well. I've got the Punisher coming next week.
Okay.
So, Netflix Punisher.
Yes, Richard. This is Pop Culture Fate 29, recording from DC Comics headquarters. I noticed everyone on your list was not DC. Do you have something against DC?
Former complaint. Yep.
I have something against. I used to. I have only so much money, so it's like I had to basically choose a focus. So I focused, and I wrote down every character that I like for Star Wars, Marvel, and DC when I first started. And then Marvel was like triple what the others were, so I decided to go with Marvel. So that's why I went with Marvel originally. It's hard. There is pieces where I'm like, I really want that piece. Then you have to sort. I mean, if they bring out a Superman, if they bring out a Christopher Reeve 1/3 Superman or a Michael Keaton 1/3 Batman, which I know they are doing, I'll probably struggle to not buy them because it's like my childhood. So it is going to be.
You just touched my testicles, boy. You just said Christopher Reeves, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
I hope my hands will
put it on that motherfucker. God damn it. I cursed. I couldn't help myself.
I hope my hands were warm.
Reeves, baby. Can somebody do Christopher Reeves besides Arnie fucking Kim on the whole goddamn planet? Is there any goddamn sculptor with balls to do a Christopher Reeves the right way?
Just a Christopher Reeves
all bent like that. Let me show you what Christopher
All we need is him with his hands on his hips, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
Let me not get crazy yet. Can you do something like that flying? Can you do something like that in motion? I mean, for God's sakes, how hard is it to do this guy?
Yeah, that would be perfect right there.
Give me something, for God's sakes. There we go. I'm standing up for DC in the house.
There you go.
I want a one.
See that Skeletor? That is a badass Skeletor. And none of you guys got him. Shame.
Nah, I did.
But I agree, though. You need to have a Reeve Superman and a Keaton Batman.
Damn it, look at my floor. It's waiting for a Christopher Reeve, for God's sake. Look at my feet. See my floor? See Superman over there? See him? See him? God damn it. Superman. Christopher Reeve.
Oh, but how has no one made a Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah, the penguin.
You want a penguin? For God's sakes, go to the zoo, for God's sakes. Damn penguin. You want a penguin. A little penguin kicked the shit out of Gotham City. Are you serious? You believe everything. You believe in fairy dust too, don't you?
I want the huge duck as well that he comes in. Get me a big massive yellow duck 1/4.
What I didn't get was when they did that custom of the penguin that came with the duck. When they did the Danny DeVito-like face, it just looked off. It looked like the skin was paper. And I'm like, why did you ruin it like that? Up until that point, I kind of liked it.
Why has no one made a Riddler recently? I've not seen one Riddler come out in a long time.
They got 11 of them already, for God's sakes.
How many Supermans is there? How many Batmans?
Don't worry about that. No one's asking the question. You just say what I gotta tell you, right, damn it?
And then for me, if they're gonna make a penguin statue, I like Robin Lord Taylor's version of the penguin. So
why doesn't somebody make Errol Flynn?
I did see somebody doing an awesome Clint Eastwood.
Oh yeah, I saw
the bad and the ugly.
Listen, they gave him 250 likes. His eyes, He did not get his eyes correctly. Nice. Listen, nice statue, looks fantastic, but it's dull in the face. It's only my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. That's what I got to say about that.
Yo, Lou, I think Joa is trying to talk to you in the YouTube chat. He said to check Immortalized and Stone on Facebook. He wanted to show you something.
So, Richard, you're getting a 1/6, huh? What are you getting?
Punisher, Netflix. Punisher.
Ooh, very nice. Congratulations. Finally, welcome to the 1/6 world. I am a 1/6 myself. I'm not embarrassed to say it here on this panel.
I think that's one of the best head sculpts of this year, to be fair, that John Bernthal Punisher head sculpt from Hot Toys. It's ridiculous. It's up there with the Yondu. The Yondu that was just really revealed. I think that is a ridiculous head sculpt as well.
You must be a newbie in this 1/6 scale, huh?
Oh,
yeah.
Because you just say one of the best. Don't you rank that shit to one of the best until you got it in hand.
Well, to be fair, I've had loads of adult stuff to do, so I've not been playing with dolls recently, so it's fine.
You trying to hurt my feelings? You're doing a goddamn good job at that one. It hurts. I may have to strip down naked, and I've done that before on this show.
Is that the one that got banned?
I never get banned, man. I ban people. I'm the ban. I don't get heart attacks. I give fucking heart attacks.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Let me show you the piece of all pieces. This is Hot Toys Gem. This is it right here. This is it.
Is that customized or they come battle damage?
It's gotta be customized.
I customized that, man. That thing flew around the world twice.
That's what's up, man. It looks good.
I got 9 of these bad boys. Look, he's got Thor's hammer. He's got the Incredible Hulk's fag hand. He's got Iron Man Can's head. He smashed them all up, and he's got Captain America's bullshit shield.
That Superman destroys the.
That's it.
It goes against Avengers.
That's right.
So Richard, are you interested in getting the Christopher Reeves Superman?
No.
1/6?
It'd be tough to pass. Not 1/6, but if they released a 1/3 with the hands on the hips, I might have to cheat. And
anyway, got excited.
Get cheap. So, but it has to be something from my childhood. Like I wouldn't cheat for like a Bale.
Childhood? You look like you're 17. You haven't lived, Richard. You look so young.
I'm not. I'm 33, and I feel like I'm 53. And if this hot,
when I was 33, I was not on the chat. I was in a strip club right now, boss.
I was gonna say, I wish I was 33.
33, I'll be in the strip club, man, shaking it up with the statues. Be like, come on, baby. What you give me for that statue right there? What you do for that statue? All right, listen, we got to come out to New York City one day. We got to go to the strip club and bring our favorite statues too and put them on the table. And we'll see which stripper will give the first titty rub down on our statue.
So now are you talking about scores?
Something like that. But scores is played, I told.
Yeah, and plus they're expensive as hell.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, enough about that because we almost got banned. I'm going to get banned.
We're being fresh again.
That's it. Rich, it's a pleasure meeting you. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go take care of some business, which is masturbate. And I will see you guys on the next show. Have a great night. Good meeting you. Beautiful tribute you guys are doing out there for Victor. That's amazing. I hope to see some of you collectors at the New York Comic Con next week. I'll be there. And, keep collecting, keep broke. Max out your credit cards all the time and flipping all that bullshit that you guys do. Flippers, flip.
Carlito, I hope you don't spend too much time now finding the tweezers. Have a good night.
With that said, I gotta go. That was a good one. I'm gonna fuck you up, Richard.
Oh man.
That's how you do it, man. 'Cause these guys, they cutthroat, man. They don't care about you, man.
He can give it, but he can take it, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It is that time, man.
I don't know what he's telling me to check my group.
I think it's Poison Ivy, Hush.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see we got the Heat Seeker on here. We got it says Batwoman premium art print, but which makes me laugh because they're showing the Green Lantern statue, so that makes no sense. Spider Gwen, which that I'm excited for.
Is that 1/5? The
Yeah,
sideshow
that's
one?
what I've heard.
Yeah, looks like a good line actually. I might get that.
Yeah, and I think it'll fit well with the J. Scott Campbell line.
I'm looking forward to seeing the silk. That looks pretty cool actually.
Yes, yeah, I want them both.
Hey, Lou, question.
Go on, sorry, Faye.
No, one more. Question, Lou, or anyone. First, I'm gonna start off with a statement. I had high hopes for that new Phoenix that they got. What was it, XM?
Oh my God, bro!
Yeah.
I was getting the picture just now.
Wait, get, brother, please.
My bad, You getting me hype, bro.
No, I had high hopes. I mean, it looked awesome, unpainted. I wish they left it unpainted because I'm not that happy the way it came out. That's
You want
just
me to share the picture?
Yo, pull up the picture.
What are your thoughts?
Bruh.
Go ahead and show the picture too.
Bruh.
I'm not a fan either.
Bruh.
It's like a hot damn mess.
Hold on.
I don't know why it is whenever they do the Phoenix, they just put too much into it.
Yeah, that's what I see, bro. When I first seen those pictures, it looks like a piece of shit on fire, bro. I don't know, bro. I mean, like, the base looks dope, but
They did, XM did a great regular Phoenix. I own that. And then Sideshow just nailed Dark Phoenix. There was no reason to do another Dark Phoenix.
That sculpt is, I love it, but the paint just destroyed me.
they'll revise it though, man, because they've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of negative feedback from people on the forums, but they, you know what? I don't know then, because there's also been a lot of people that are like, "Yo, I love it." So
yeah, because I think their problem was they had gotten a lot of hate for some reason when they went with the translucent resin, which in my opinion was the right way to go. But people complain, "Oh, I like the painted version." But when I see Fire painted, I don't think it's done very well.
yeah, I agree. I think I don't know if they could have gone translucent resin like what they did with the original Phoenix, but I like that look better than it just looks too busy when you paint it on. You know?
That's right, exactly. And that's been their problem with a lot of their statues. I love XM stuff, and people know that. I own quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But sometimes they just do too much.
Magneto.
Yeah, it's perfect example.
Exactly. It's becomes more of a statue. The base is the statue at some points. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I tell people all the time. That's why I like all the. I know people always hate on it, and they don't like people that. But the OG pieces, man, it's just a character and as simple as like standing on a rock or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just love that. I hate busy bases.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like why I like what Jerry did with his Street Fighter.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Simple, plain, black base, but who gives a crap about the base? I'm looking at the statue. And even these guys who had just the X on the base, or the X for the X-Men, though that's great. I don't need all this crap going on.
Yeah, man. I think in a lot of cases, unless it tells a story, you know what I mean? But in a lot of these cases, yeah, exactly. Weapon X is a prime example. But when you just have a whole lot of bullshit going on in the background, man, it takes away, man. And in some cases, in a lot of cases, less is just more, man. Like when you could focus on the character, yo, that's at the end of the day, that's what you want to represent, you know?
I think they do listen because I remember the Doc Ock, they took the bank sign off the bank building because it was just too much, and that actually made it better, to be honest.
Yes, definitely.
It looked cheesy before.
Yeah, and I'm fearful for their Green Goblin, man, because if it's off that concept that we saw where he's like flying in front of a broken down theater, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm fearful that it'll have the same problem, man. There's too much going on with the base.
Well, that's Spider-Man. I don't like that Spider-Man at all, and I'd love a good Spider-Man, another one, but if there's too much going on, too many options, just give me a good concept. Don't just give me like a Meccano set I've got to put together and figure out which ones I want.
Yeah, man. I agree.
One thing that XM are killing it with, I think, is fabric textures that seem to be.
Yes,
I mean, the fabric on that Scorpion is insane. So I think they're getting the fabric textures down.
And for people that don't have it, the Electro, the way they did the fabric on his pants and his suit.
That's probably my favorite piece of this year, to be fair. Electro. I think that's my favorite piece of this year so far.
Oh my God, did they nail the head sculpts?
That's a tough one because I don't know which one I'd prefer to.
Yeah, exactly. I said the same thing in my when I do post a review. But the exclusive is so good. Well, not exclusive, but the modern version is so good you're almost tempted to use it. But, you know, I grew up with the classic, hence why that head's on there. But the modern one looks amazing.
I was contemplating the Hulk transformation because I've got, obviously, the canvas here. And I was like, it'll look great in front, but I don't know. When they did the original competition, the concept I liked the most was the one that Tiger J did, but I prefer XM's execution, if that makes sense. But I think the concept was better. So I kind of did pull the trigger in the end. I was like, nah, I'll leave it.
Yeah, I may get it. I just want to see some more pictures first.
I think Moon Knight was my favorite of the actual show. That was the one like, where did this come from? Like, I don't know too much about the character. I read the recent comics, but like the actual, for a statue that's pretty much all white, there was so much personality in it. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting Doc Ock, but
yeah, Doc Ock's definitely.
There was a few good ones there.
I think XM. They either hit it out of the park, or it's just, for me, it's like, no, it's too much effort and too much thing to go through if you're not actually that really in love with the character or the piece.
So they would like to know if Big Mike is knitting.
What you doing, Mike?
Is it listening?
I don't know. I'm assuming. Oh, I think he read it. Yeah, he just answered it. Oh my God!
Can you hear us or what?
I don't know.
I think.
All right, because I don't see no 5-hour rant talking about show. That's one word.
Well, last week. They were saying that he fell asleep. So.
He did.
Lou.
Yeah.
Are you ever getting more Besta doors for them Bestas behind you? Because I keep seeing like 4 Besta doors and then.
Oh yeah, no, well, because I'm getting custom ones made.
Oh yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
It takes a long time to go through the specs and make sure they'll work, and then with the Hurricane, that put me on back order for a while. So yeah, because there's a few guys that live in Florida that are interested when I get them done. So once I do, I'll show them off to everyone, and I'll put the ordering information up if they want to get them.
Are you getting a single sheet?
Yeah, it's going to be one full sheet of glass, probably with a small border going around the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I've got. At least then you can put 1/3 in there without them getting cut off halfway through.
Well, that's my point. Yeah, you can put that shelf wherever you want, and it looks good. Whereas the other one, if you got these kind of doors, or especially those silver ones, you put the shelf in the middle of the 2 doors, and it looks weird.
Yeah.
Look at that. That looks gross.
Yeah, it's annoying. That's why I never went with them.
I was joking with the First for Figures guys the other day, and I was saying someone needs to come out with a statue cabinet business because they'll clean up.
Yes, I said that too. I was like, that would be the perfect thing. Because there is no, right now yet, perfect thing. Like, you have somewhere in between a Besta and a PAX If you can come up with something in the middle that has the right kind of doors, adjustable shelves with the strength to not bow, I think you would have a hit on your hands.
I was going to buy the packs, and I was going to actually turn them on the side so that the support was the big thick edges. So you'd use the shelves actually as separators. I was going to do that, but I went against it in the end. Just purely couldn't be bothered. It's too much effort. Try to sort it out.
I hear.
They've actually just opened the third biggest IKEA today. It's actually today, about 5 minutes from me, so I can see my funds depleting already.
Oh, I know. I can't go in there without spending a bunch. I'm still debating, because what kills me too is, like, in my other collection room, I have the more fancy wood, like you could say cherry wood or something. And unfortunately, IKEA doesn't make that color for Bestas. So I'm like, man, that would be perfect for the other collection room, but because the black doesn't really go with the rest of the furniture. And I'm not sure the white would either.
I'm getting some stick from Ian from ID Collector Series, part of the Collectorverse, because he's commenting and no one's replying to his comments.
Yeah, I see all his...
Because no one likes you, that's all.
Yo, Ian, did you get your Bane sorted out?
What happened?
No, did he get his Bane sorted out?
Yeah, he's getting a Bane.
All right, Rome, I'm out of here, man. I wish I could stay up late, man, but I gotta work tomorrow.
I'm gonna beat you all. I'm staying till you.
I think it's gonna be me and you in the end, I think. All right, good night, brother.
Later,
right, Mr. Richard, nice meeting you. And there's no universe without a DC member in it. So if you wanna have that patch, man.
Yeah, but you've got that down though, mate. You don't need two of us. You've got that down, so I'll leave that to you.
Are you gonna leave it up to me? Okay, don't worry about that, man.
Good night, mate.
All right, man. I'm giving you a hard time every day, man. It just asks. Well, I can't say that now, but all right.
If they make a Christopher Superman,
hard time too.
I've got you bringing me to DC, and I've got 4 bringing me.
Oh, just one. Just get. See, I only got one for now. Oh, he's over here. I forgot where I put him.
What's that?
If he's talking about Spider-Man, he's on.
All right, yeah.
He's on the other side.
I prefer that version to the black suit version, the symbiote. I don't know, just I like the colours it pops. So I had a toss up between getting which one.
Have a wonderful night and a wonderful life. I'm out of here.
No, mate.
Later, man.
Now, what I'm tempted to do with the top is get those clear, like the resin, they're like boxes. And if I could get them in the right size, I'd put them on top to keep the dust off the big guys up there.
Problem you're going to have then, though, is getting them off, you're going to pull your statues off unless they've got one side removed at the back.
Yeah, that's what it would have to have, like some kind of groove where you could pull the back sheet out or something.
Yeah, because you'll just pull your statue off.
Right? There'd be no way to get to them once they're done.
Lou, can I ask you something? How many pieces did Vic have? Estimate.
Estimate? I'm going to say in the 60 range.
I remember his collection video. They were all over the house. I remember seeing they were everywhere.
Yeah, and then, well, that was before he built those units and then put everything in his collection room.
Oh, all right, fair enough. So, I can't believe it's nearly a year.
Well, because I go back to when he still did the Bowen stuff, and he had them on those metal shelves.
Oh, I ain't seen that one. That must be way, way back. That must be
it's when he first started his channel.
How many channels were going back then? Like, not like now, obviously.
There was probably less than half of what we have today.
There is still some good new channels coming out, though. Have you seen? pair called the Odd Couple Statue Review, the couple of Aussies. And
I have to check them out. I'm always looking for new stuff. Like I'll go on YouTube every couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days, and I look for statue reviews and pickups and whatever, so to try to find new guys. Because I think they keep it fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I miss doing? I would love, and I may bring it back at some point, because me and Vic did it, but the Sunday night shout outs. But it was just that, you know, like you were saying, with full-time jobs and everything, it just gets tough to do all these things we used to do. And it's like, but I may do it, because that I could do that live. You know, just do a video like this, punch it in, it'd be a 5 or 10 minute video, and then shut it down.
It's just finding the time. Like I have 100 ideas a day, and it's like I have to rein myself in, to be honest, because I have that many ideas, and like, oh, that'd be cool, and you think, well, yeah, that'd be cool, but when you're gonna do it? You've already got Collectorverse, which every day I have to keep an eye on Collectorverse, and obviously today's Thursday, so it's new pre-orders go up, news goes up, stuff like that. So, and then I've got a full-time job. I'm a software developer, so that takes up 37.5 hours a week.
That's where I give a lot of credit to, because when you go out there and you're actually you got to search every day what's being released today. Yeah. What news is being put out. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. And as much as, I mean, we've been going, it's the 29th, so 28 days. We've got, with the collectors and the stuff we put up, there's about nearly 4,000 posts and pages on the actual site, and there's 30 collectors on there. I think statistical wise, I think we've had 30,000 page views in the first month without any sort of promotion, and we've had like 4,000 users.
Oh, so the fact how you do it so seamless. Like you literally like took all the work out of it for us. It was just like we give you the okay, and you guys take care of everything. And that's awesome, because if it was a lot of work to get your stuff on there, I think less people would be interested.
Yeah, the best thing about the site as well is the search functionality. If you search Iron Man, you get everyone's thing on Iron Man. There's no sort of leakage in there where you get like Bane or something. It is literally the time I spend actually making sure the tags are correct, making sure that the search. Like the search doesn't search the description, it just searches the tags and the title, so you get a more refined search. So if you search Bane, you get loads and loads of different Bane reviews and stuff that's going on, like whether it's news pre-orders, you get it all. So, and it's good because it gives smaller channels a chance to get noticed, because there is a bit of a snobbishness sometimes with subs. If you've got 2 subs, they think that your content's not good, and it might just be that you're new. So
I know.
I mean, the only page where we don't go by latest order only is the collector's page, purely because I didn't want somebody who's got, say, it's in alphabetical order, they've got their channel starts with A, and they've posted 1 video in 8 months. I don't want them to be at the top. I want the people who are posting the most to be at the top.
Makes sense.
In that order.
That guy, what's this guy's freaking channel, man? And I gotta start watching his videos. It's like he has like these 10-15 minute videos where it's like statues of the week. Like every week he posts like what just came out or pre-orders or whatnot, and it's great, man. Like you find out 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You don't got
George, MCE.
You know what I mean?
You're about George from the MCE.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking about. His videos are great, man. 10-15 minutes. You know what I mean? If you want a discussion, you come to us or you go to Rad Titan. There's so many great channels out there, man.
Yeah, well, the thing is now, I think between all the different chats, you've kind of got something for everything. If you want a bit, sort of a live hangout where everyone's having a laugh and talking for quite a while. I listen to you guys when I'm at work. I put it in the background and it kind of keeps me occupied rather than music while I'm at work, and I get to listen to what you're all chatting about. So you've got that. If you want sort of a reveal show, but it's got a bit of banter, you've got Rad Tight, and then you've got I've got 15 minutes while I'm having my breakfast, I'll put MCE on and see what's come out. And then if you want just a topic show, you've got us. So you've kind of got, and you've got Statue Review as well. Those two guys do a pretty good job as well. Like,
and then if you're into Batman, you have his show. on the Batman.
I don't
stuff.
watch Chris. Don't watch Chris. He's got a bit big for his boots now. He's famous. So he's like, don't watch him. Don't feed the hype. Don't do it.
That's the thing that I love about it is whatever you're looking for, there's usually something out there for you.
Yeah,
I like that because I think, like you said earlier, nobody is kind of trying to grab anyone else's thunder. They try to go out and do their own thing.
We all contributing to the same thing, bro. That's that's the beauty of it, and it's crazy because on everybody's videos, I see like the same people commenting. You know what I mean? So the guys watching Immortalized in Stone, I know they're on MCE. I know they're on Rad Titan. You know what I mean? Like they're everywhere, and I know they was all on Cartel from Hell. You know, wish him the best of luck because he made good videos
exactly.
too.
I mean, that was a big loss to the community.
Yeah, man. He had those crystal clear videos, bro.
I like the collection one where he got the gun out and goes, just because I'm not away doesn't mean that there's somebody not watching. He's like, I'm like, okay. I was like, okay. That was amazing. But yeah, I'm hoping that the community. I love this community. It's got so many friends, but there is some bitterness that there is as well. You know what I mean? There's some bitterness sometimes, and people, like you said earlier, there's trolls. But I think the good outweighs the bad. So.
Oh, believe me, and that's what I tell anybody who tries to get in this game. I'm like, guys, if you're thin-skinned and you can't deal with the people saying shit, don't start a live thing on the internet because people are going to go at you. So you got to be able to deal with that as well.
Oh, Ian got one comment about him presenting on the last episode, and I'm like, mate, wait till I'm presenting next week. It's going to absolutely kick off. They'll be like, get this guy out of here. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's hard for me to
you
get on
don't
camera.
even know, like, you don't know how many comments I got alone that certain people should have been kicked off my show because they're flippers. And I'm like,
I got heated.
You know, I'm like, look, it's, you know, everyone on here, and we've said it before a million times, everyone on here, we could get loud with each other. We could, you know, maybe start in a little bit with each other on the show. But in the end, we're all friends, and everything goes off the shoulders or whatever. And the day I would kick somebody off the show because of the way they collect would be so against what me and Vic started this show for, which was always our motto, collect the way you like. And that's the thing. Nobody has the right to tell another collector how to collect.
Bro, this cat was going off in the comments on the last chat.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro.
And he's a long-time viewer of the show.
I know what you're talking about.
Yo, I'm telling you, I spent a good 10 minutes at work, and I was just like, yo, let me read the comments real quick. Yo, I was cracking up. Son.
I literally spent 20 to 25 minutes deleting comments.
He spammed that.
Because I was like, you know what? The ones that are okay, you know, that's fine. I'm not going to take everything off. But the one thing I've always preached is be respectful.
Yep.
If they're not respectful, I'm going to delete them. Whether they're, because, yeah, they weren't at me, but they were at people in my group. And I don't think anybody should be disrespected for their views. That's my feeling.
I'm getting loads of grief in the actual chat now from everybody else in the collectiverse.
Yeah, I see the corner comment.
Ian just said, Richard, you're stealing my thunder. I put Ian your thunder.
I know. And then he says he loves your head. Or you love head.
To be fair, it's hard. This is new to me, getting in front of camera, because I used to hate even my photograph being taken. So actually getting in front of a video camera every week and doing this is a strange thing.
Well, you know what it's like when you're in school, right? We were all in high school, and in high school you had to get up in front of the class and give a book review or whatever, and you're like, oh my God, I got to stand in front of, and you're sweating bullets and whatnot. And then who would have ever thought that then you would do something that's all over the world that anybody can look up on the web, and you're like,
well, I was when I was a baby, I was born, well, not born, but like 2 weeks after I had a tumor on mine. It was like the size of a tennis ball when I was a baby. I had to have steroids and like emergency surgery every year until I was 12. So it kind of towards like being in front of the camera and stuff, and then I got into a band and started, it kind of just went away, and I discovered alcohol as well, which helped. So like a big step for like me to do. So it's kind of strange. I mean, I'm not a seasoned like the Batman statue collector, you know what I mean? I mean, you should see the rider he has for every chat and like the demands he has now. And he's like, right, you've got to shoot me from this angle, and it's ridiculous. He's getting a bit big. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, but your whole like your outlook changes. Like now, I used to be that person who wouldn't want to speak in front of a crowd, but now, like the biggest thing that I would love to do would be to have a big ass booth at, let's say, a Comic-Con and be able to unveil shit live at the show. That would be the highlight, and that would be speaking in front of 50, 60,000 people at once.
So you should do a live Immortalized in Stone from Comic-Con.
That would be dope, bro.
That is a goal at some point, and we were gonna do one, but Vic wasn't able to make it because I'm friends with a writer who has some really good books, and we were gonna do a live review with him about his stuff. But we are gonna. That is one of the goals at some point, and there's some stuff I'll talk to you about in the coming weeks, because I have a lot of stuff in the works to make not only the channel but collecting in general take another step, hopefully. So if all of that works out, maybe those goals become a reality at some point.
It's good to have goals and to move the hobby forward, because you don't want it to get into a bit of a lull and people start getting out too much. I mean, cartels and hell. I love cartels and hell. When women will get you eventually, you know what I mean? Eventually they will get you.
They say you've been up for 24 hours and your hair is perfect.
It's 22 actually. I've got another hour before I've been up 23 hours. So I've been up 22 hours. But to be fair, I'm used to it. I'm a coder. I'm used to staying up for like big deadlines and that. So it's not too bad. I'm at that point now where you've gone past tired and just back to, okay, I might as well stay up until I crash.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, that, like you said, that's the thing, because once it becomes stale, people lose interest, and that's when crashes happen and all the bad things we don't want to have happen.
Yeah, we discussed this week about, is there a bubble in the chat that's going up on Monday, and I don't think there. I think there'll always be people buying stuff no matter what price it is. So I don't think it will.
I think.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Emphasizing, because I was saying the other day about Sideshow doing 250 pieces at once is just insane, and the amount of staff that have got on, and like Daniel Bell that's on it now and stuff like that he's just been joining Sideshow. So there might be some downsizing in staff because people are not buying as many statues, but I think we're pretty good.
Yeah,
I think in the end, because of the fact that it's targeted at our childhood, is what keeps it going, because most of us in the hobby are at the age where we're the ones making the money now. So, and all of this stuff is targeted at the stuff we grew up with. So
I think we are peaking though as far as prices. I can't see them going any higher, because they'll just literally price themselves out of the market. I think they're now getting to probably the top note of what they're going to be, and they can only come back down at some point depending on whether people keep paying for it. So I don't think they're going to get any higher, I hope. If they get higher, I'm not going to be able to collect. And I'm just going to have to say, okay,
of course, because once the normal starts hitting $1,000, that's going to price a lot of people out of collecting.
Like the way I see things like going down moving forward, man, is maybe even up to this year, man, people just real quick to jump on pre-orders. But moving forward, I could just see people being and learning to be patient, because you see the aftermarket prices, they're not going up like they used 2 years ago, man. I think the name of the game today, just patience. You know, you gotta really have an eye and just kind of know the ins and outs of the market. And nobody reads minds, nobody can tell the future, but you could give yourself a good idea of what's going to happen. Do the math, you know what I mean? There's 3 versions of this statue with 5,000 ES. Should I jump on the pre-order right now or wait 7 months after release when somebody's trying to unload it for 200 below retail? You know what I mean? So I think that's what it's coming down to. And collectors, again, smarter too, man.
Because I think a lot of the chats, another thing you could thank for them, like me and Vic, from the beginning have always preached patience, and we always showed the deals we got by waiting.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like you said, the ticket. Because just look at all the people who jumped on, you know, I'm not going to name companies, but you know what I mean, a certain bandwagon. And now you could go and get them on eBay for half of the price.
Absolutely, bro. I think that's what's happening. You know, just patience is the name of the game, baby. Look out for those deals. Don't jump on anything. You know, don't be irrational and don't feel like, oh, shit, I need to get this now. You know, and definitely don't fall victim to hype.
Chris, only if it's something you see that you like so much that you say, I absolutely have to have that. Then it's okay, pre-order it. But if there's any part of your mind that says, I could live without it, then wait, because you'll probably get a better deal down the line.
Chris is threatening to shove a batarang up my ass for saying that it's a prima donna. So I basically said, they know that I'm joking. They know that you're a good guy and you're not this big prima donna, mean big head. I'm like, but he's like, yeah, just telling us your ass is mine. I'm like, okay. So,
what? Oh, all right. I was going to say, why did you pay that much? But because I'm reading some of the comments.
Yeah, man. Like a lot of the licensed pieces, yo, take your time, yo. The statues is not going anywhere. Somebody's gonna unload that shit. You know what I mean? Unless you're in the custom community and you have like 50 edition sizes, 80 edition sizes. That's the only thing that I really see, and not a lot either. But customs are really the only pieces I see going up in value. You know, from what they retail at.
Speaking of customs, did you see the game of pool?
Yes, I saw
that thing is awesome.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, now that's Deadpool. I could definitely see him doing that.
Yo, actually, talking about a Throne Deadpool, what do you guys... Terrell had brought this up in the chat a few minutes ago. I got to share this shit with you guys. What do you think of this? Let's see this shit. Freaking Imaginary Art. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? What is this?
What the hell?
They made a star scream on Throne,
bro. Are you?
Yo, I like it.
I don't know how I feel about that, bro.
I mean, I like Star Scream, so I don't know.
I'm feeling it, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling that Chuck E. Cheese crown that he's
wearing. The crown, the Burger King crown is throwing me off.
Yo.
We've had so many on Thrones this year, though. We've had Darkseid, we've had Thanos.
And how many customs on Throne?
Apocalypse, yeah, there's that Apocalypse just shown earlier, wasn't there? There's Apocalypse.
Oh, that looks. If they could tweak it a little bit, that thing's going to be off the chain.
I just don't want too many on Thrones. It'll look like it's like a UN meeting or something. Everyone's just sat around. It's the laziest collection ever. No one can be bothered to stand up. It's like, yeah.
I love throwing pieces, but yeah, once you get to the point where there's just too many of them, it loses its nostalgic value, I think.
Yeah, like there's better ways to post Starscream. You know what I mean? Like, It works for some characters, and even characters it doesn't work for, it still works for them. I don't think it works for Starscream.
I don't know. I think like he in the movie he wants to overthrow Megatron, right? So it kind of goes with, I don't know.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That is accurate to the comic. I mean, to the cartoon.
Right. Yeah. I remember seeing the crown.
It is accurate.
This is right down your alley, Mike. I see you always buying those Transformers.
Believe me, bro, if I had the room, was the first cartoon I grew up watching. I would have all the G1 stuff.
I got a daughter in college. I can't right now. You know, her education is a lot more important than these dumbass statues. So
respect.
Right. You know, right now her college, and then my son's senior. You know, his senior dues, and he's gonna do next year. That's where I'm at right now. And plus, I think after the Killer Croc and the Bane, because I don't think I'm gonna be on YouTube anymore. I think I'm gonna get rid of all my YouTube channels, because with my health depleting the way it is, and with the amount of views, comments, and stuff I get, I don't think I'm gonna stay on YouTube. I think I'm gonna get off. I'll just come on and do the show, but I think on the show. What happened?
I said you just make sure you stay on the show.
Yeah, I'll come on the show periodically, but as far as the YouTube, it's not worth staying on. I've been on YouTube too long, and been one of the main guys on YouTube for so long, and I feel like it's like a spit in my face and disrespect with the amount of views and comments I get. So I just feel that I'm not going to stay on. I'm just going to stop dealing with it.
Well, to be fair, after you murder your neighbor, you won't be able to get access to YouTube anyway. So I said after you murder your neighbor, like tomorrow or something, you won't be able to get access to YouTube anyway.
Oh no, never! I would never murder nobody, man. No.
Just scare the hell out of him.
Nah, I didn't know who was back there, so.
Shit's crazy. But yeah, I know what he's talking about, because there's a lot of guys that I think deserve a lot more recognition than they get. I've seen quite a few get fed up and leave doing videos.
You talking about YouTubers getting fed up?
Yeah.
There was this one cat, bro. I forgot his name, but he made this one video like, yo, I'm done with this shit. I'm getting out. This is the last statue I get. And he just started going off. And then like 2 months later, he's back doing a review.
Well, did you see the guy? Probably not, because he didn't have a lot of viewers. But there was this one cat that he swore if people didn't subscribe, he was gonna hang himself.
Oh my God!
And he did hang himself live on a YouTube video. Now, whether or not it was real, that's another question. But he literally did, and I'm like, come on, man, nothing's that friggin' important.
Didn't a guy film himself getting ate by a snake the other day?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It should never be that.
Speaking of that, did you see that poor woman who was in a restaurant and got bit by a poisonous snake 3 times in the leg?
Really?
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's crazy. A cottonmouth.
Yo, yeah. I was taking a shower yesterday. I got out. There was this huge spider on the floor, like this big, bro. Son, I'm in New York. We don't see those too often.
Because I was saying, today my brother's yelling my name, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I go in the living room, and there was a snake in there, so I had to get rid of it. I'm like, man, the shit you see in Florida. I've had scorpions, now a snake.
Oh, my God.
It's like, come on.
Yo, I remember seeing on Discovery Channel, they were talking about some stupid shit. The first episode was a baby or like a kid putting on his sneaker, and there was a scorpion in there. and the scorpion bit him. So for like a month, I'm looking inside all my sneakers before I go to school.
Bro, let me tell you, over here, that ain't no joke. All our sneakers are elevated, and you have to check inside of them before you.
That's not the best part, bro. Then the next episode was they found a snake in the toilet. So every shit that I took, yo, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy.
Oh my
I think I'm gonna have to turn in, lads. I'm starting to lose fumes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we'll end it in 11 minutes. We'll call it a day. And
Fair enough. It is 20 past 4. I'm like,
but yeah, we've had chats I know that have gone like 5 hours.
I think I can hear my toddler getting up. It's getting that early.
You're just getting to sleep, and the rest of the family's waking up.
But all of that. Lou, what statue you got coming next?
Well, I just got the. She's right here, so I can pick it up.
Oh, Angela, right?
Yeah, she's right.
I want to see that.
Haven't you got the Gamora as well? You got.
Yeah.
Have you just got the Gamora? Yeah.
Yeah. She's in the corner of you.
Did you not fancy the Rocket and Groot?
I'm not 100% on those because Groot is the one that I actually prefer the movie version to the comic version.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I do want Star-Lord. I hope they make a Star-Lord.
They'll never make a Star-Lord. It's like a myth.
Yeah, but it's like, come on, you're doing Guardians of the Galaxy, you got to do Star-Lord.
I'm sure Chris Pratt would give up his license. I'm sure he would. He doesn't seem like a guy that's like, no, you can't use my face. So just make one. Just make a movie version. I mean, you know that once Thanos comes out next year, we're going to get a movie Thanos at some point next year as well, announced or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we have to buy 2 Thanos.
And actually, he's been playing a lot of comic book characters lately, Josh Brolin.
He's getting a bit of stick for the cable, isn't he, for being too small. Yeah.
I don't see people's thing. I mean, if realistically, like, you want to get a bodybuilder to play Cable, all right, it'll look like the comics, but let's be real, man. You want a good actor playing the character too.
Yeah.
Plus you can shoot it from angles that make him look taller anyway.
Yeah.
That's
so
right. It's like, for instance, my favorite Xbox game of all time is Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would love a Gears of War movie, but if somebody's going to play Marcus Phoenix or Dom, you need some really big mothers to play these guys, man. Yeah. And I don't think any real actor can pull it off. I mean, maybe Batista could do Dom, but he maybe even could do Marcus, but he does have the little thing for it. But it all boils down to you need these big muscle-bound guys to do it. But like you said, they also have to be able to act. You don't get an Arnold Schwarzenegger every day. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, man.
But, yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I think he'll pull it off.
Yeah, me too. He's a good actor, man. I like him.
I'm scared as a Marvel guy about Infinity War next year. If they bring a statue out for everybody, I'm going to be skint.
You know what was very weird? Like at my movie theater, and I don't know if it was everywhere, but a couple of weeks ago, they had a viewing for 2 or 3 mornings only of the Inhumans in the theater, and then that was it. They never showed it again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was planned or what the deal with that was.
That show got terrible reviews, man.
But I just thought that was very strange that they only showed it a couple of times.
Yeah.
I know they got a show coming, the Inhumans, and The Gifted, which I just started recording. Well, set the recorder up for it, so we'll see how that show goes. It's actually at the point that there's so many comic book shows that I watch that you could literally watch 3 a day, and you would not run out of shows.
Punisher's coming out soon, man.
I can't wait for
I
that.
know. It's gonna be great. And
I met John in person. I got his
Yeah.
autograph. Really nice dude.
Yeah, man.
And his portrayal of the Punisher is spot on.
I like him a lot. And Stranger Things season 2 is coming out. I don't know if you guys watched season 1.
I do. I love season 1.
Bro, I love that show.
And the cliffhanger ending, I'm like,
yeah. That was like the perfect show, man. Seriously.
Because my friend told me about it because she knows I love science fiction.
Okay.
And she's like, you got to watch this. And I'm like, yeah, it's a bunch of kids. So I'm like, whatever. Usually if she tells me to watch something, like she's the one that got me to watch Game of Thrones, I then end up falling like madly into the show. So sure enough, I watched it. I had to watch every episode in one sitting. And I'm like, yo, this show is awesome.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah. And then Daredevil. I'm dying for a new season of Daredevil.
I know. It's a lot of epic shit coming in October, bro. You got Comic-Con. You got all these shows. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some sort of Infinity War trailer for Comic-Con. Or,
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Something before Thanksgiving. Thor's coming out this year too, yeah?
Yeah, October 30th or something.
Oh my god, so much stuff.
You've got Thor and Justice League coming out a week apart.
Justice League is coming out this year?
Yeah, it comes out in November 5th or something. It comes out a week
November,
after. Week after Thor, it comes out.
I saw it on the list of upcoming movies for this year.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You've got Thor, Justice League, then Star Wars.
Yes, and I'm dying to see the next episode of Star Wars.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it has the potential to be really good, so let's hope.
Well, when we see Luke turn to the dark side, we'll all be shocked.
You know what it was? It was like we were so, we knew what the prequels were like, and everyone was like, yeah, Star Wars. But then we got a Rogue One, which was so awesome that it made you psyched again for Star Wars, and I hope they do it justice with Episode 8.
I just hope they allow the directors to do what they do, because lately they've had a bit of a crap storm with the directors they're sacking, because basically Kathleen Kennedy's on a power trip and she wants everything done how she wants it, and she's getting a bit itchy feet with the directors because of what happened with Han Solo. So, so they'll never struggle to get a director though, because it's Star Wars. Everyone wants to direct Star Wars.
And another thing that I'm a huge fan of, and I'm happy, to hear that it's going in the right direction. But, I love James Bond. I watch all the 007. Yeah. And I'm a huge fan of Daniel Craig. So the fact that word is he's signing for another 2 episodes was very intriguing.
I would love it. I would love a Christopher Nolan James Bond. I want to see that happen.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. I want to see a Christopher Nolan James Bond. I'm glad he's coming back, because Spectre were it felt like it was trying to hit the notes of the old Bond too much rather than the focus on the story. You were trying to stuff the tongue-in-cheek stuff in a bit too much. So I'm glad he's back, because I'd like to see him finish on a high, because he's probably one of my favourite Bonds.
Yeah, and the fact that the last movie is going to be a remake, and it's going to be a very dark one, I think it's the perfect one for him to go out on.
Which remake is it of?
For Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, because you get them to get married or something to that, what's her name, in the last one, Spectre, the woman who was at the Clinic Institute. So he's getting married to her or something. James Bond, he'll never be happy. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But I think they're setting it up, and now he'll be second to both Sean Connery and Roger Moore, because he'll have the second most. They're tied for the most appearances as James Bond.
Officially, if you count Never Say Never Again, I think Connery still beats him. But I think
if you count that.
Yeah, but no one counts that, to be fair.
That's true.
Right, it's 4:30, and hey,
So I think we've covered a lot of stuff and all of that. And it was a pleasure having you on.
Thanks for having me, boys. Appreciate it.
You're all welcome.
Richard.
I'm gonna
welcome anytime, darling.
I'm gonna collapse and then get my missus up. My baby's up, so I'm literally gonna shake her and go, right, I'm gonna sleep. Go and deal with it.
Actually, this was the whole reason, the funny that we're talking about it, that the other chats came about, because everyone, when me and Vic first started the collectors chat, a lot of guys wanted to be on it. But a lot of collectors were from the UK and Australia and other countries, and they're like, man, we just can't do it with the hours. So then they started running their own for that reason. And it's kind of what led to so many chats being out there. So, but it's understandable, because we keep saying I'm going to make an appearance on their chat, and I hope to one day. But I know that it would be late by the time I got on there.
Yeah.
So, again, hope everyone enjoyed. We hope to see everyone next week. Thanks for everyone in the chat room and your comments. We always love hearing from you as well. So have a great week, guys, and keep collecting.
Later, guys.
Yeah, boys.
All right.